Hey everyone, Joe here. As the title of the video says, this will be my last haul video. And right now, I could hear the 7 people that watch my videos saying, "Aw," but that's the reason why. I've been posting videos, comic videos, since I think 2011, way in the early days. And it's changed a lot. And I think I have around 500 subscribers, but I really don't get any views. So it's not worth my time and it's not doing anybody any good. Um, I only did the videos from what it was originally. We would show comics and you'd watch and you'd see things that you've never seen before, and all of a sudden you had some new books for your pull list or your want list. But now it's mostly top 10 hot comics, the same thing over and over and over again. And there's a few people that's still doing, just haul videos of pickups, and I still watch those, and I still get ideas of new books that I want to get. Although I am reducing my collection quite a bit. My goal this year was 5,000 books to sell, but I am way off course on that one. I think I'm at like 150 or so. But anyway, I got a great haul here. Mostly independents, and then I have an eBay trick that I've been using for years. Some people may know about it, but those who don't, it's going to be, yeah, it could save you hundreds of dollars. I mean, it could save you thousands of dollars, but it could save hundreds, certainly 10, 20, 30, $50 easily. So let me go on with the haul first. If you've watched my past videos, you know I have a huge Vampirella collection. So whenever I see nice covers, I pick them up. And usually I don't pay much more over cover price, even though they're ratios. The first one is a cover by Selena. And again, I've mentioned this before. I never hear anybody talking about her. But I think her art is great. And, kind of like Carla Cohen, but just a great cover. This is Vampirella 4. This is a 1 in 15 variant. And then we have this same Vampirella 4. This is another 1 in 15. This is the Vampirella Armageddon #1. This is a 1 in 15 Linsner cover. He was a big deal 10 years ago or so when Dawn was hot. Probably 15 years ago now. And I still like his art. I used to like it a lot more, but it just seems kind of repetitive what he does. It's kind of like the same thing over and over and over again. This was on my want list and I saw it, so I picked it up. It's not really a hot book anymore. The first Red Mask, the first Jewel, Batman 3rd series. So I saw it and it wasn't much, so I picked it up. This one here, this is a 25-cent comic, which costs a little bit more than 25 cents these days. This is the first published image of Marcy Sparks. Does not appear inside. This is it. But is that or is that not a first appearance? First cameo? First time she's seen. So I thought that was cool. And again, it's been on my list. Finally found it in near mint condition. This is a newer book. And I picked up these two mostly for the covers, but I read them, and they're issues 3 and 4. So the story continued, and it was a really good story. It was fun. So I have ordered 1 and 2 and 5 because again, they're great covers, and it's a great story. Next is Adam Hughes cover. This is Marvel Swimsuit. It's a wraparound cover. And I was picking up every Adam Hughes cover at cover price because a lot of his older books go for a lot more. Here's another one. But his covers really aren't that good anymore. I mean, they're You could tell it's him, but not that great on just regular. These aren't variants or anything. Just they probably cover A's on both. Um, so maybe he holds back his good stuff for variants or special issues like this one here. This is what Pop Kill. Sorry, that's Adam Hughes cover. That's a great cover. And then we have another. This I'm not even sure what issue number that was. It was on the cover. Number 3. Number 4 is a J. Scott Campbell cover. This one, could be argued and won that it's a even better cover. That's a great cover. But J. Scott Campbell's the same thing. He's doing a lot of covers. His covers are always late. So if you're ordering from previews, a lot of times you'll see a J. Scott Campbell cover, there's no picture. And so you either have to order on faith or just wait until it comes out and see how it is. But the dude's really got to get his act together, stop taking so much work, and get the covers out on time. Because there's a bunch of covers that have been solicited, and I stopped picking them up because some of them aren't that great. This here is, again, this is the first Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. It's Wonder Woman 800. And I wanted this book, but I didn't want it. I think it had a $5 or $6 or $7 cover price. $4.99, $5. Didn't want to pay it. And my comic shop had a sale. They have dollar books. I picked it up for $1. And had it shipped with my regular stuff, so I didn't pay. They do charge a little bit for shipping now, like 20 cents or something, even when you piggyback on your regular orders. But great cover. So there you go with that. Now for my 2 big books. Actually, before I get to that, yeah, obviously I'm not doing a lot of YouTube, but I am doing more Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, please subscribe. Same name, Silver Gold Comics. And I am picking up some subscribers, but because I'm going to be selling a lot of books and a lot of great books. I have a lot of, I have a stack of Mutant Turtles and some early issues. I think are issue 6, issue 7, I think 8 and 19, 21, and 20. And then some other random issues. But and they're all in great condition, near mint, at worst very fine near mint, but some are 9.4, 9.6, possibly 9.8. I haven't sent books into CGC in forever, years, because I don't even want my books graded anymore. But they do sell for a premium, so I'm considering sending these in to get graded. If you're interested in those numbers, leave a message here, and I'll put them up on Instagram. So that's that. And here are the 2 books. I've been looking for these, actually one of the books, for years, 5, 6, 7 years. When I first started looking, I couldn't find it because it was hard to find. There just weren't any for sale 7, 8 years ago. Then they started to show up, and I didn't want to pay what they were asking, and a lot of them were from England, so the postage was $50, $60. These are English comics, and they're newspaper print, if anybody could guess what it is. It is a first appearance. So I kind of finally gave up on ever getting the first appearance. What we're talking about is Judge Dredd. I was a big fan. When I got back into comics, that was one of the comics that I started reading, loved it. And it's 2000 AD. It's newspaper print, oversized. So I figured, all right, I'm never going to get number 2, which is his first appearance. So I picked up number 3. It is graded. It does come with the free gift here. That's what's hard to find. These comics with the gifts, number 2 and number 3. I think number 1 also came with something. So this has the red wallet included. It's a 5.0, and I figured the second appearance of Judge Dredd was going to be the best I could do. I do have an issue with CGC, and I don't know if the other companies do this also, but when a comic is, when something's included with a comic, they don't say it's included. They say distributed with Red Alert Survival Wallet. Distributed. Doesn't say it's there. It just says distributed with it. Why not just say Red Wallet included? Or, something along those lines. If it's not included, then it's listed up here. And a lot of times it'll get a green label because it's not a complete comic. I have seen some with blue, and then they put the note up here, wallet's not included. But instead of saying wallet's not included, it would be a lot easier to say wallet is included, and then you could also do wallet's not included, or whatever it is that comes with it. Anyway, this one's kind of still hard to find, and I picked it up graded just because that's what I could find. If I could find a raw one that included the wallet, I would have done that, but this was all I could find. So pick that up. I think that was around $200. I may have paid more than market price, although since I bought it for that is market price. But again, it was so hard to find. So once I found it, I was okay paying an extra $10 or $20 for it, because they don't come up every day. So happy to have that. And then, of course, a couple weeks later, maybe a month or two, number 2 came up for sale, and different seller. Both of these came from the United States, so it wasn't terrible shipping or anything. This is number 2. This is the first appearance of Judge Dredd. It does come with these stickers. These stickers are very hard to find. The stickers alone sell for like $500. A 6.0, which sounds nice, middle of the road, but if you look on the census, 6.0 is I believe the lowest graded of this issue, which is surprising because of this paper. But anyway, saw it on eBay, and this is going to lead into my eBay trick, and there he is right there, first appearance. So thought I would never have it now. Of course, now that I have 3 and 2, if I see number 4, I'd pick that up. And number 1 he's not in, but that also comes with a free gift. If I see that, I'll try to pick that up also. And again, they don't need to be graded, but if they are, whatever. When I buy graded comics, I do not pay more than what they're going for raw. This, I believe I paid either $1,100 or $1,200. This raw goes for the same or more. And I'll tell you in a second why I paid less than even raw copies. But that's my matrix. I'm going to pay what the raw copy's going for, and then maybe a grading fee. If I think this costs $100 to grade and it's a $1,100 book, then I'll pay $1,200. Anyway, here's my trick, and I've done this countless times. I can't tell you how many times. I've never saved as much as I did on this one, but if you see a book that you like on eBay, check out the seller's name, Google it, see if they have a website of their own. If they do, great. The other thing I do is I check to see if they have a website, and I check to see if they're on Instagram. And that's where I found this guy, on Instagram. Did not have his own site, but he did have an Instagram site. I shot him a message saying, hey, are you the same guy selling there's someone selling a 2000 AD number 2 on eBay, with the same name as yours. Is that you? Wrote back, said, yes, that's me. I'm like, all right. So eBay takes around 14% of the sales, sometimes more because they charge that 14% on the postage and on tax. So, which I have another tip for people on that. But anyway, so usually it's 15, 16, 17, could be 20% if it's a lower price book. So anyway, I'm figuring 14%. So I said to him, I think I offered like 12% less than he was asking for on eBay. And which means he makes still another 3% more than he would on eBay. And I saved 12%. Win-win. So he said yes right away. I think we went back and forth on price actually. And then we met in the middle. But I saved, I think on eBay he was asking 1,500, maybe 1,600. And again, I got it for either $1,100 or $1,200. So that's a great, and I've done that a number of times. Again, countless times. You got to look them up, find them. I wish people would do that for me. If you see something of mine on eBay, look me up on Instagram or I have a website. Check me out there. I'm all for giving savings to the buyer instead of to eBay. So that's one trick. The other thing I was going to mention, well, I wasn't going to, but I thought of it. If you do a lot of buying and a lot of selling, you're basically a business. So, my comic selling and buying is a business. I have my own business in a different field anyway, and I did a alternate name for Silver Gold Comics, so that is a registered name now. And so when you do that, you have a resale certificate. You send that into eBay, you send it into wherever you're buying comics, and you're no longer charged tax. So when I buy these, I'm not paying tax on them because they are for my business. They will be for sale one day. Right now, they're being used for Instagram and YouTube, but one day they'll be for sale. And so it's a way to save on tax. It has to be a business. You have to record your sales. At the end of the day, I probably lose more than I gain because, I have to claim that for sales tax. If anybody's buying from New Jersey, I have to pay sales tax. And then on my income tax at the end of the year, the sales I make from comics gets rolled into my other business. But you do save when you're buying. So that's it. Two great pickups, I believe. There you go, no glare. And books that you don't see all the time. So that's it. It's been a, again, I'm not leaving YouTube, but not doing haul videos like this anymore. There doesn't seem to be an interest in it. But the videos I will be doing, I have a huge indie collection. Cerebus, Bone, this stuff. I can't even think of all the others. Like really high-end, rare, independent books. I'll do videos like that where I'm putting together collections and independent book videos or raw comic videos or something like that. My Spider-Man collection, specific videos like that I'll do. So please check me out on Instagram. Like this video. Let me know you've been here. Let me know anybody's been here. And again, Instagram is silvergoldcomics.com. Take a look for either just books being shown or mostly books for sale at great prices. I am looking to reduce my collection, so everything's going. Yeah, I may list it at a reasonable price, but feel free to make offers because I do want to reduce, the thousands and thousands of comics that I have. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and By the way, if they come into town, check them out. I've seen, I don't know, live concerts, live bands, hundreds. Um, this was top three, probably top four. My Chemical Romance, the Black Parade concert. They're adding some shows in 2026. Fantastic show. And, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching again. And I'll see you next time, or I'll see you on Instagram. Take care.